Okay, so picture this. You're going about your daily activities, whether that be doing yard work, going up and down stairs, picking up boxes, whatever it may be. But you twist an ankle, or you twin something in your back, and you're in quite a bit of pain. You have an acute injury, and our office is closed. It's the weekend. What do you do? Where do you go from here? Here to talk to you about it is Dr. Josh Lippincott and Dr. Jake Cromwell.
If you find that you've injured yourself, either at home in a car accident or some sort of other injury, it's important that you first give us a call. So you want to do that during the week. If it's the weekend, give us a call or send us a text message so that we can give you the proper next steps. Obviously, if it's something urgent, you want to take those steps and seek that medical care.
Rest is super important for your healing of your injuries in your spine. Depending on how to rest in different areas, if you have an injury in your low back, you want to, if you're resting or sitting like this, you need to put a towel behind your back like this so that you're putting some pressure or getting the pressure off of the injured area, right? Icing is always a good place to do that in the low back. If you have an injury in the neck, you need to maybe sit back with a pillow or a rolled up bath towel or hand towel on underneath that neck, really resting, making sure that you're relaxing all your muscles, not tensing them. If those positions hurt, then you might need to kind of come forward or put a pillow underneath your legs, right? That would be a good position for resting those injured areas. If it's any of the extremities, resting in an elevated position, right? Elevated arm or elevated leg or a knee or ankle or something like that.
If you're going to use an ice pack, there's a couple of different ways to do that. You can get the reusable ice packs, and if you have those handy, those are great. If you don't have one of these, you can get a Ziploc bag if you have, or even just a plain bag, and put ice cubes in it, and then you want to take and put a small, thin, either dish towel around that or a small towel, and so it's not, the ice pack is not directly on your skin. Once you have that, you can apply that to any area that you have the pain at, and for discomfort, you can hold that there on there for 8 to 10 minutes max. The thinner the area of the body, the less the time. So the hands, the fingers, the toes, less. The thicker the areas, the longer you can put that on there for. You want to, on any sort of new injury, you want to stay away from heat and only use ice, and you can't go wrong with that.
All right, posture is really key in an acute injury phase. When you have an injury in your low back, a lot of people, especially in the low back, if they'll be like towering away from the pain, and at times they're actually injuring their back more, because if you injure something, it's similar to the cut on the back of the knuckle, right? You can make it worse by towering away from the pain. So see our YouTube videos for further information about that, but sometimes it can actually help to push into the painful side and help your body heal in those areas. Same with the neck. A lot of people will be like, oh, I'm hurting over here, so they're towering away from the pain. Sometimes it's helpful to just slowly ease your posture back to where it should be, because like we say, posture is the window to the spine, and a lot of times you don't understand what's actually going on, so come and see us as soon as possible.
If you don't have the ability to seek care immediately, you can also brace the area. So when we talk about braces, this is a knee brace. We want to do a couple things when we're using a brace. Number one, make sure that the brace fits the area properly, is the proper size. And number two, that is put on correctly and supports the injured area correctly. What I mean by that is we don't want the brace too loose or too tight. Too tight would be you feel numbness or tingling, or you have difference in color of the skin, and too loose would be it just falls off. So we want to have it firm, but not too firm, and that can help us get through certain times when we can't seek immediate care for especially acute injuries.
All right, for acute injuries to the low back, you have to find what position is better after you do a certain stretch. So let's say if you're bending down and touching your toes, and if you do those a few times, if that is beneficial, then this is what you want to do when you're laying down. You want to put your body, your low back, into a stretch position, which means put your legs elevated, pillow under your legs like this, right? And then you might even put a wedge underneath your back, right? Like some blankets underneath your back, so you're kind of elevated like this. Because then what you're doing is you're flattening your low back a little bit, like that, okay? If you're opposite though, if you need more extension, if you found that doing these are a little bit better for your low back, then you need to do the opposite. So you need to roll up, I have a sheet here, you can roll up a bath towel or a hand towel. You want to play with the thickness because you don't want to do too much on your low back, especially when you're hurting. So you put it here and then you put it on the low back, and as you can see, it gives you a little bit more extension as you're laying down, and it gives you that rest position to where whatever you injured in your back is actually healing instead of getting worse. Same thing for necks. A lot of people will wake up with a hurting neck, and so you need to find what position is helping a little bit more. If it's more extension, then you need to put a pillow or a rolled up sheet or a rolled up hand towel behind your neck to give you more extension. If you might have slept like this in a curled position and that's when you had the pain, maybe you need to do a little bit more flexion. So give yourself a pillow behind you so you can have a more flexed neck while you're healing your neck.
Acute injuries are never fun. They're inconvenient, they're painful, and they're just plain not good. But taking the proper steps to heal the injury is so important. Take these steps seriously and give us a call on Monday. You can give us a call at 636-326-2525. Again, that number is 636-326-2525.